Hey guys, JPlay here with Out There Amiga Edition, or Omega Edition, or however you say it, last letter of the Greek alphabet, you know the one. Anyway, this is sort of a roguelite. There's procedural generation, permadeath, a few of the standard tropes. It's about travelling through space to try and find some destination I've never reached in my probably hour or two of actually trying it. But I thought it would be worth having a go here. I'm not sure whether this will be a full series. I think it might just be a one-off video, depending on how this goes when it's actually on camera. But without further ado, I'm going to start the new game just on normal difficulty, I think, because yeah, if I can't finish it on normal, then I won't be able to bloody finish it on... What have we got? Oh, only easy or normal. Okay, I assume you have to unlock hard later on. There is a tutorial, which I'm going to skip because I don't like watching tutorials, but actually this has some plot stuff on it as well. So we're gonna watch the introduction, then go through the little tutorial bit, which has a bit of backstory, and then hop straight into the game.
I'm an astronaut aboard the Nomad. Passenger on a line that connects Earth to Ganymede, a moon of Jupiter. Until something happened. When I awoke from cryonics, I wasn't in orbit around Ganymede. In fact, I wasn't even in the solar system anymore. I was out there.
Omega Edition. So I might have to tweak the levels a bit on reflection, actually, because I keep the levels really low when I'm recording, so it doesn't overwhelm it. Anyway, unbelievable. I see an unknown space station. Is it of alien origin? I may find help there. So this is just going through some of the basics of the game, which I will just rush through because you don't need to see how to do that as much as... So this is basically how the game works. There's a lot of just travelling to different places, trying to balance your need for fuel and oxygen and hull integrity, and yeah, just trying to keep yourself out of trouble as you upgrade. I don't know what happens later on. It points me to a star, doesn't mean I have to go there. So this is the sort of stuff which I wanted to actually have this bit of the video in for. And basically, every run you just start out at some star in the back end of nowhere. I'm going to quickly build this device. I don't have any silicon. So just dismantle the psionics. Yeah, hurry up. So I'm still not sure whether it was the right decision to go through all of this, but basically the concept, it kind of tells you the story as it's tutorializing here, and the end goal of the game. So basically we've woken up from cryo sleep in the middle of fucking nowhere, seen some weird spaceship, got to learn some new technology, and now we just need to travel through the universe. And basically now we're into the game proper. So, the cosmic rays from a local star were bombarding a powerful magnetic field, creating, in open space, an aurora borealis as big as 1,000 suns. I was enthralled by the unspeakable beauty of this giant and luminous arc. That was, until I discovered that the magnetic disturbance had erased entries in my database. I've lost cryonics, that doesn't really matter. Not at any point I've got to, so far at least. So a lot of this game, like I say, is just go to a planet, see what resources you can get. I normally try and drill any deeper than that, because it will fuck your drill up. So now is the other planet a gas giant? So I'm going to keep going down to individual planets and trying to gather whatever resources I can. I was kind of hoping for more from that, because I am doing shittily for fuel already. But oh well, there you go. So every time, this is the view within a solar system, and then we have this larger galactic map, which you use for major travel. So this is where risk-taking and decision-making comes into this game quite a lot. So I land on a planet with no atmosphere and discover a ship half buried in the sand. I leave my ship and spacewalk over to it, noting the deathly silence all around. I enter through a huge fissure in the hull. Everything inside is in ruins, and starlight blinks through numerous cracks. A flash catches my eye and I look up. I see, oh my god, a meteor shower about to assault the planet. I don't have much time. So here, the later it gets into the game, the more likely I would probably be just to leave immediately. But I want to take some risks early on, because that you don't lose much progress basically if your character dies. I'm not sure that's completely getting into character, but as I get further into the game, I get more immersed in each individual run. But I head for the bow of the ship to check for salvage. Damn, everything is destroyed. The first meteorites are crashing down already, shaking the ground and blasting huge clouds of dust into the air. I dash back to my ship and strap in amid a hailstorm of meteoric iron. From the safety of space, I watch as the planet is peppered with thousands of new craters. I've taken some damage, that's not too bad. And here we've got a gas giant, so you can see I'm taking more damage just by orbiting these planets where it's riskier, basically. I'm going to leave a little bit of iron in case I need to fix something up. But I want to get as much fuel as possible while I'm here. And let's refuel straight away. So, at the moment I can use hydrogen and helium as fuel. And hydrogen basically does half as much as helium. Every one portion, whatever the portions are meant to be, of hydrogen gives you 2% of your total fuel, compared to 4% with the other one. These are all gas giants. I've got good fuel, but it can run out quite quickly, so I am going to, on reflection, I am going to bugger to come here. So, first thing I'm going to do is repair that. See, this is why I'm glad I left some iron behind. And then I have exactly the amount of iron left. I got the platinum back when the hydrogen probe was destroyed. But this probe is what I'm using to gather these gases. So without it, there's no way I can get any more fuel. So it's quite important in its way. Right, finish. Normally I don't really like using oxygen. I'll tell you what, I haven't done this before, but let's split it so that I use up half of the oxygen. There's nothing I can do about my hull integrity for now, so I'm not going to bother with that. I've visited all the planets here. Let's hope. Black hole. So I want to show off how cool this is. There's not really anything I can do in a black hole. But look at that, that's beautiful. It kind of looks like a beautiful painting or Photoshop or whatever, a manipulated actual image, with all this inky stuff around it, and then there's a kind of flash looking spiral on the side, so it's a bit at odds, the actual art style there, but a lot of this game's like that. Day 45. Day 45 in the space house. Hot Big Brother reference there. Anyway, day 45. You might think it's cold in space, but the cosmic rays have actually warmed my cockpit to boiling temperature. And sweating in here just isn't a great idea. It doesn't drip, it just flies around in little pearls, creating a dense, smelly fog. I should really land somewhere so gravity can fling the sweat properly onto the floor. And sure enough, there is somewhere to land. How am I doing for fuel? I have loads left. So here I am going to try and quickly prioritise. So before I go, I'm going to go to the place with a breathable atmosphere first. What this will do is refill my oxygen, give me a lovely picture of what the planet looks like. It'll allow me to encounter life. Something salary, blah blah blah. So I can't speak this language, but I think you learn it over time. Everyone seems to speak some sort of common language, which you learn a few words at a time. And sometimes they'll ask for things like that, and you won't really know what they're asking for. Right, let's get some iron, hopefully. That's highest priority. And some W. This is where my lack of knowledge of chemistry is going to actually embarrass me. I'm feeling a bit self-conscious already, actually. I don't know what W is. I know what oxygen is. I know what hydrogen and helium are. I know what hafnium is. W, no idea. Did I not refuel while I was there as well? Okay, so I'm going to need to go to this last planet to get fuel, but that, because it's a gas giant, it's going to damage my hull. So I'm going to need to be careful here. Let's refuel. Up to 70, that's not too bad, but I need to hop to another system and... Sorry, to another system, not another planet. And just hope that it has... So far, everything is fine. Yippee! Right, I'm going to come down to this breathable planet, which I was even considering not doing at all. I'm going to encounter life. Just hazard a guess on approve. The alien seems to like my gift. Ah, salary wasn't an English word. So the words this in here, I think are random every time what they actually mean, but it comes up with whatever sentences. Maybe you start to see patterns if you play it enough. I haven't, and I haven't got far enough. But salaries, judges, or architects. Intaf is God. Armema is hydrogen. You've learned a new technology, cryonics. Not too fussed about that. I lost that. So that's something which you normally know as standard. But of course I lost earlier on due to that Aurora Borealis style event. Right, so now what I'm going to do is probably a bit unethical. I'm going to drill in this populated planet. Gold! We like gold. No iron though. Fuck. Right, so I need to take off. I guess I don't have many options but to... Ship destroyed. Code red, this will be my last entry. The hull is disintegrating and the whole ship is losing pressure. I'm putting on a spacesuit on right now to allow for a couple of extra minutes of survival, but this is still the end. So long, may mankind someday find my logbook, the testament of one of their brothers who fought until the very end. This is the end of my journey. So that was fucking terrible. That was really, really bad. And I didn't have a timer on, so I'm not sure how I'm actually doing on this. I'm going to go for one more run anyway. I'm enjoying this, so I'll make a decision after this is done. Maybe I'll watch the video and see how interesting I think it will be. The problem is, if there's a lot of this seems to be just outside the radius I can travel to, unfortunately. I'm not sure how much there will be to say after a few runs. Right, so... Meteoric rain fell on the ship like iron hail. I managed to divert my course in the nick of time and only lost a little fuel. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, that's not a big problem. Right, so let's get our drill on. try and get off to a better start than we did last time. Nothing. There's nothing here, which is a good thing, of course. It's as soon as... Oh, which is a good thing, but of course, that should be as soon as I have thought nothing, that something happened. Let's say some crystal thingies grew around the ship. Then, I lost consciousness. I remember being asked many things, and I now have something else in my head right now. I have to take notes, right now. I think it's a new technology. I really struggled with that. For some reason, the at in the middle just completely threw me off, and I forgot how English worked for the rest of that. I've learned a new technology, wormhole generator. That sounds fucking awesome. Right, so, step 1, what do we need for a wormhole generator? Thorium, gold, silver, and iron. See, I know some of these. Just not any of the ones you need to be intelligent to know. That's silicon, isn't it? Not silver. Okay, I don't know some of these. God. I just hope no one's watching who ever taught me science. I think it's quite unlikely that of my handful of semi-regular viewers that any of them were actually my teachers at school, but just in case you are out there somewhere, oh, that's a different game. Just in case you are out there, I apologise. It's not you, it's me. That's a bloody good haul. So, I'm going to go straight for the helium because honestly that's rarer and I would like to not use up the slot. I probably should optimise this a bit more by not using... there was nothing else in there, wasn't there? Yeah. Optimise a bit more by splitting things so I go to 99 instead of 100 because you lose some of that. If you have a helium which is worth 4 and you only use one of it, it still counts as using the whole helium. I keep saying the whole helium and things like that because I don't know what the units actually are supposed to be. I presume it's not like individual atoms or some shit. During the last trip, I noticed a dent in the hull. Bizarrely, its shape was a perfect reflection of the nearby star. I had to spend some time outside to fix it. Lost some oxygen, that's not a big deal, especially not as there's one of these fuckers. So I'm actually not going to go to that planet first. I would rather use up more oxygen before I go down there. So, fuck off, I want platinum. I need thorium, I need platinum. Do I need hedge funds? Hafnium, that's what it is. And I should really use up some fuel so that I have a free slot. Right, what is there which I don't have? Cryonics, which... No. So I still need gold. I don't need thorium at the moment. I'll keep it just in case. And let's hop back spacewards. Go to the gas giant. Grab as much fuel as we can find. I'm going to just use that up, like, straight away. And now I'm going to go to the garden planet where I can actually refill the oxygen and encounter life. So encountering life is one of my favourite things about this game. I don't know any words yet, do I? Because the alien doesn't want to talk anymore. Whatever I said, whatever he said to me, I was obviously not supposed to approve. But I like this sort of, the feeling of slowly piecing it together. In front of me there is a huge portal, a perfect ring floating in space. In the ring, a blue force field shines. The words, something something something, are written on the side. Lisama Slba Taylora are written on the side. I'm gonna fucking fly through it. I passed through the blue halo, neither of those words were death, and that's the only word I know, so I thought, fuck it, it's probably fine. It's May well not be, but I pass through the blue halo. Static electricity tickles my body. Lines of unknown code write themselves across the screen. What's happening? My data has been tampered with. Oh, I was really looking forward to Wormhole Generator. At least I could build an Ultra Probe. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. I could build an Ultra Probe now. I mean, I might as well, I guess. All that means is that I can get fuel from suns, I believe, so check it. Nice. And then we'll go and actually spend all this fuel we've just grabbed. Right, so what I'm going to do this time is I only get 5 here, so that I go up to 99. Look at that optimization and shit. So what did I need for whatever other technology? I don't want cryonics. I'm disappointed in my decision making more than anything else. Let's sort out the hull a bit before I go down to land on the planet. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this game, taking risks and deciding which ones you are willing to take. Might as well have a hafnium. Platinum's nice, but iron's more important. I don't need wankium for anything. I should find out what that actually stands for, but for now, that's what it will be. I'm going to go for that one just because it's slightly further away. Doesn't really help, but it's slightly further away makes me feel like I'm making better progress. Right, iron termites, yes, I know how crazy that sounds, have dug holes all over the ship. I had to drown them in liquid nitrogen to get rid of them. A lot of devices are out of order, and one of them bit me. It was unpleasant. I hate everything. So there goes our Ultra Probe, and the telescope. Telescope will be a simple repair. Ultra Probe, less so, because I need to free up space for it, but that's actually not really a problem. And as you see, that I got the platinum back for it, so it's not a completely unwinnable situation. Metal, gas. You know, I don't really want any of these. I'm going to hop on straight on to the next. I kind of wanted to, I want to find somewhere with oxygen, really. Okay. I only spotted the black hole at the very last moment, hidden in the outer edge of the star system. I went full throttle, but it wasn't enough. In the end, I had to eject quite a lot of tonnage to reach escape velocity. I don't have much left now, but at least I'm alive. Lost silicon and a lot of iron. That's a bit worrying. So do I have some iron left. 19 out of that 20 stack went though. Okay. Let's go grab some fuel, because that's the one which I always suffer with most. That was shit. Fuel straight up. I don't have anything else there, do I? My hull's not in great repair either, so I might as well fill that slot straight away. Let's go to this chap. A bit more fuel, not ideal still. Now, do I risk going to the sun? No, I'm fine for fuel. I really need to get the oxygen and some iron. Those are my main priorities. So a lot of this game basically is just balancing these sorts of things. I've never seen that chappie before. Yeah, don't know any of those words. If in doubt, I approve, and it rarely works. So we saw Skulba on that Stargate, or whatever the non-copyrighted version is. I'd get tempted to drill these planets just whenever I don't get what I want from them. I think I might secretly be an arsehole. Something must have happened during my last jump. I don't feel like I'm in cosmic space anymore. Beneath my ship, I see an infinitely bright, flat and smooth surface stretching endlessly in all directions. Above me, I see no stars, no light, nothing. It's an absolute darkness. Hey, what's that? Come down on the shining surface or retreat into the darkness. I'm gonna go with the shiny light. Oh shit. I descend cautiously towards the surface, and it starts to ripple like an ocean water, and all of a sudden my thermal senses go crazy. The temperature rises to 5,000, 10,000 degrees and above. I get it. I realise that I have jumped close to the surface of the sun, so large that it appears flat, and so bright that all the other stars are outshined. Hull of my ship starts to melt under such thermal shock, and I push the throttle to escape the power of gravity. I hope I can make it. Oh shit. I did think darkness might be the right technical call there, but the sun sounded more exciting. Right. So there goes a lot of fuel. But even worse is the impact that had on my hull. Was that 50 it did? That could have easily destroyed my ship if I'd just been in slightly worse condition. This planet hosted life, but now it is dead. Nearby the high walls of an empty stone city, I find a structure holding several statues. Besides, there's a pile of components. One of them is a broken space folder. There's something unknown here, oval in shape. What could be the use of this? I must study it. So I've learnt how to make a shield generator. Before I even start fussing about that, I have to get some iron. Sort my shit out a bit. Right, so iron goes... Oh, no, stop. Oh, too late. I just realised I'm going to need some. So I don't have a platinum or thorium either for making a shield generator. So at least it's not... At least I didn't just throw away my chance at making a shield generator soon. Right. Again, low on fuel. I don't have any in here either. But I really do want to improve my hull as well. Oh, there's an otherworldly shining rock. It's the component of an alien spaceship. Maybe I can do something with that. Wormhole generators back, baby. Let's only use 5 fuel for that, actually. I'm feeling a bit cowardly. So I'm getting close to what I need. But I'm just going to straight up use all my iron first. So I need to be good here. And so I'm going to send out multiple probes. I'm going to use the fuel I gathered there. So if you go to depth 3 and then try and go to depth 3 again, you're going to get nothing, I believe. But I only had enough fuel to go to depth 3. I really should have iron in case of a catastrophic collapse. Right, so wormhole generator, I need gold and iron. Shield generator, I need 2 iron and 1 thorium, because I already have 1. I guess shield generator is probably more useful. Right, what was there in this galaxy? My fuel is actually better than my hull again, so I'm kind of stuck in this delicate balancing act at the moment. Did you know there are clouds in space? Grey clouds of dust, green clouds of hydrogen, and violet ones made of I don't know what. And I'll never know because I just got near one and was struck by a lightning bolt that fried one of my devices. Hydrogen probe, it's alright, what do we need that for? And I can't fucking fix it because I don't have the iron. I've got to improve my maintenance. Right, so first thing I need to do is go down here, land... No life, no atmosphere, columns of bugs though. Crawl on the ground towards a weird asymmetrical pyramid. I get close. Strange noises permeate from within. The pyramid is made out of components of crashed alien ships. There's an unknown module stuck on the wall. I take it with me. Shared cryonics? Not that useful, but cheers. Let's only go for 6 here. Platinum we already have. Silicon we already have, so I wouldn't bother with these non-iron things were it not for the the fact that I already have a slot taken up for them. There's something cool which I was really hoping I could find in this video. Oh, James, you moron. That was such a stupid thing to do. I need to go one deeper to get the iron, which I need to repair the hydrogen probe, because otherwise I can never get fuel. That was a complete misplay. I was lucky to get away with it. Now I might not have the fuel I need because of that mistake. Check my cargo. Nothing I can use for fuel in there. Okay, risk it. Out of fuel, this will be my last entry. My fuel tanks are empty and I have nothing left to produce fuel with. I'll return to cryostasis and let my ship drift in space. I hope that through the millennia to come someone will rescue me. But that's a thin hope at best. This is the end of my adventure. Okay, well that was at least better than the first run. I will be back with more of this because I'm enjoying it. It's a good game. Like I say, it's not very active gameplay wise. It's more about making the decisions and just balancing what's going on. It's not going to be a long running series like Call of Cthulhu was, which again I guess was only like 17 episodes, but they were only coming out once a week. This is I hope you have watched Call of Cthulhu before you see this, because otherwise I basically just told you when I stopped playing. Whether I win or lose I'm not going to say, but anyway, cheers for watching, and I will be back soon with more Out There, Omega Edition.